Hello, welcome back to Paul's Racing Channel, to the Ultimate Racing League, sponsored by upshiftstore.co.uk, Hambridge Transport Limited, and in association with digitalmotorsports.com. This is round 7, race 2 for our BTCC Replica Championship from the High Speed Ring in Japan. So let's go through that grid for this race. So Grasshopper in pole position, Thomas in second, Seabroad third, James Stevens in fourth, Molson fifth, Gingerbread Sam in 6th, Kev in 7th, Serial in 8th, Benzo in 9th, Graham in 10th, Seamus 11th, and Potsy in 12th. So actually we've got Gingerbread Sam who's joining us here. Didn't make race 1, did he? So I'm not sure if it's technical issues or whatever, but he's here for race 2. See how he gets on. Watch those lights, go to green. Away they go. Blinding start from Thomas again. This might be the only opportunity he gets to be in front in this race, I would imagine. So he's going to make the most of it, being out there, because he might get swarmed by the rest in a minute. So Thomas it is, Seabroad in second. Look at that shot as they come round turn 1. Yeah, Seabroad easy, past him, down low, past Thomas to take up the lead then, Seabroad. Let's see how many get past Thomas here through this lap 1. Oh, Thomas attacking him, a little bit sideways when Thomas goes low though, and it's all pretty clean through there. Seamus in the background, a little bit high and wide. So Thomas in second, James there in third, Molson fourth. Oh, Gingerbread up the inside of Molson. Grasshopper in 7th with Kev. Finding it out, actually 6th place now for Grasshopper with Kev in 7th. Molson still being chased down by Ginger, but he's up into 4th is Molson now. Seamus 7th behind Grasshopper as they complete lap 1. Now, Grasshopper now is going to have a go at Gingerbread Sam as he goes to try and get past him, but doesn't seem like that NXX is particularly quick itself. Although I've said that, passing round here, it's not that easy. It's all about the slip, of course. Getting in the right positions. Oh, free aside going through that left-hander then. Kev through to 6th though, Ginger up to 5th, Molson 4th, James 3rd, and there's your leaders. Thomas still sticking it out there in 2nd place is Thomas. So he's doing alright at the moment, I suppose. So maybe I'll eat my words, but he takes up the lead again, around the outside of Seabroad, but I don't think it's going to be for very long. Oh, Seabroad is out of control, lost it, final bend. Oh, and he'll just stay down there. Must have a bit of damage. It's on the medium tyres as well, but all going past him, just going to stay out of the way, let them all pass through, file through. And that's the end of that. Benzo at the back. So Thomas then. Surprisingly, still out in front, but James is all over him like a rash. Oh, goes round the outside, does James, got to be on the soft, actually they both are, but James just went by him there like he was standing still, did James. So Thomas though knows he needs to try and get as many points as he can on this round, knowing that the car isn't that quick in a straight line, so sort of damage limitation really, how many points he can really get. It looks pretty good there, doesn't it, really? He's attacking to the lead again on James. So actually, can Thomas stick it out and get a podium finish at least here in race 2? Molson and Serial having their own little battle in 3rd and 4th. Kev just watching them behind in 5th. So still all as they were. No moves being made there, although Kev goes low now, tries to get onto Serial. You can momentarily get your nose in front. Oh, Molson. Oh, he went really wide. Did he hit the curb there? It's a bit unusual line. I think he might have just missed a gear maybe because they're all going past him. What happened there? I'm not sure, but Serial's passed as well, Kev. So, well, Molson still sticking it out in third actually. So, not as bad as what I thought. Kev there in fifth, Serial in fourth. And Molson now attacking Thomas. As James is just pulling a little gap now up front. So James might be able to claw a few points back on Thomas here tonight. Remember, there's a 100-point gap between Thomas and himself. Oh, Serial down low. Molson on the traditional higher line through the final corner. Kev having a look, gets out the slip. Oh, he does, look at that, what a move. Yeah, good move from Kev. That's all about slip, that one, and drafting. Now can Serial attack him straight back and get to that bottom line as Kev stays high. Not quite. What about here in his next left-hander? Don't think so. Goes for it though. No, well driven over them. All these guys really some good driving through here. It's easy to lose it going flat out through these corners on these banked corners, as we see Ginger there in sixth. And then this battle with Graham and his teammate Potsy, 7th and 8th, and then Grasshopper, what's he doing all the way back down in 9th place? We see Broad in 10th after his moment, and he's off in the final corner. So Seabroad trying to get as many points as he possibly can here. And then Benzo not having the great race here tonight, is he? In his Sylvia in 11th. And Chambers at the back there must have had a moment somewhere to be back there. The trouble is you get out of slip of the cars and you've got nothing to work off. So it might just be a simple case of he's just not been close enough to anybody to be able to benefit from any of their draft and slip. And James is heading off with it up top as they come over the bridge where the lake is, and the dam is just off to the left as we see it there. There's a big dam there. Oh, takes a lot of curb. This is James. Screeching them tyres, smoking them as well. Kev up to second, look at this from Kev. So, great race here from Kev. On the mediums as well. We see him get the draft on Serial, didn't we, earlier? And he's got past Molson as well. Now what can he do? I think he's a bit too far back to challenge James for that lead, but good to see Kev up there in second place. Molson third. Serial pulls out on Thomas. Thomas now going backwards, starting to go backwards as he's going to get attacked by Ginger as well. Yes, he does, just like that. So Thomas down to sixth now. So after a good start, promising start from Thomas, it's all going a bit Pete Tong now. Oh, Grasshopper going on. What's happening there? Grasshopper, he's lost it. He's there somewhere. Well, there's his back end. And he's going to come out. Watch Benzo. Benzo goes past him. 1.5 second penalty as well for Grasshopper. I see him going down low, tried to get the move done on Thomas, I think, and well, it didn't work, did it? And he ended up clattering into that barrier. So 1.5 for him and 3 seconds for Seamus. 3 second penalty. What the hell do you do to get a 3 second penalty? I'm not sure around here, but they're the penalty boys at the back, so they'll be losing more time as they get them scrubbed off under the tunnel here. And Thomas with a 4.5 second penalty. Sorry, I didn't even see that. So actually 10th, 11th and 12th, Thomas all the way back to 4.5 seconds. Wow. Okay, well, I think Thomas is going to be finishing last here. James, though, he's not finishing last. He's going to be taking victory as we hit the 9-minute mark in this race. Leaving them behind now. He's got clear track ahead of him, and behind him at the moment is James Molson in seconds. Got past. Where's Kev gone? Kev was up there, wasn't he? And he's all the way back down to 8th, so he's had a moment as well. So it's swapping and changing here, and I'm missing all the incidents, but you know now, I always miss them. I try my best, but so much going on here. There's cars going left, right and centre, and moves being made at pretty much every corner. It's hard to see everything. Let's have about 8 sets of eyes. See Broad up the inside of Graham. Now on the outside. Graham sticking it there in 7th, but I think Seabroad will get it done. Smoking the tyres of Seabroad. Oh, the right-hand tyres are getting punished out there. So go flat through that left-hander before the tunnel, but he did get it made, get it done. So up to 6th now. So Seabroad having a good little comeback here with 5 minutes left. You never know. He could pick up a few more spots, I suppose, because he's hunting down Gingerbread here at a racing notch. So let's see if Seabroad does manage to get that done on Gingerbread. As we see Potsy having a look at Serial. He's not going to get that done. Seabroad there, but did Potsy get it done on Serial? He did. He did, so up to 3rd goes Potsy. So another great showing from Potsy. He clearly likes his track. The car is obviously suited for it as well. Got himself on the podium in race 1 and could be about to do the same here in race 2, because he's right up behind Molson. He's looking like he wants to pass him, and he's certainly got the time to do it. So Potsy having a great race here. Seabroad again, smoking it. He's got to be careful. He's not going to have a lot left on that right hand side and his tyres if he carries on doing that, but you know, it's working, I guess. Oh, a great shot of him coming round the final bend. Serial now looking like he wants a bit of Potsy, and he's gonna surely go for that low line into turn 1. Already looking at it. But Potsy's got the slip off of Molson as well. Molson could get done by both of them here if he's not careful. No, not quite. Well, he did get it done. Did Serial. Oh, and he's free aside, going through there. Molson still sticking it in 2nd, so Molson doing really well to keep these two behind him, but I think Serial might get him now. Potsy's going down low as well. No, but Serial's having a look. It's all happening here. So this little battle for the final spot on the podium. Molson still going to get that 2nd place, or Serial going to drive around the outside? He did, so Serial, great move around the outside of Molson. Seabroad up the 4th, so he's making up a couple of spots as well. My goodness me, it's all going on. James is laughing all the way to the finish line here. He's leaving them while all their battling's going on behind him. So Serial 2nd, Molson 3rd. Looking for that 2nd place back again is Molson. And Seabroad up to 4th, Potsy in 5th. Potsy going to have a look on Seabroad again. But these two also side by side, 2 pairs going through there. So the 2 pairs are going bananas. Just see if I've done that. Oh, and Serial under pressure here from Potsy. Unbelievable. Potsy going to have a look. Going to go down low on both of them. Oh, he's a little bit ambitious. He's going to let Molson have that back, I'm sure, because he kind of T-boned Molson a little bit there. But Seabroad made the most of it. He went through up to 3rd, so while them two were clattering doors, Seabroad thought, I'll have that place if you don't want it. And he's up to 3rd place, so what a recovery from him, considering he was, well, 2nd to last, wasn't he, after his big off at the final bend. So Seabroad now looks like he could get on the podium here in race 2 as we head on to the last minute now of the race. James has got this one wrapped up for sure. Nothing's going to happen to him. And it's all going on behind. Cracking racing here at the high speed ring. And let's go back to our leader then and watch him come round. That's the gap. Almost a full length for that straight there. As he comes over the bridge for the final time. Through the S's, under the tunnel. We'll watch him now to the end, as he will take victory here in race 2, and then we'll see what's going on behind when he crosses the line, because it's all happening now, I think. So James then out the final corner to take victory, race 2. Well driven from James. Congratulations first for James. Cyril's going to get that second, so he did get it, so well done to Cyril for second place. Seabroad's going to get the third, so well done to Seabroad. Molson fourth, just ahead of Ginger in fifth, Potsy in sixth, Graham in seventh, very close, all that lot. And then Benzo in eighth, so Benzo wasn't a complete disaster in the end, was it? And he's going to hold off Kev, I think, as well. Yes, he does, so Benzo in eighth, Kev in ninth, Grasshopper back in 10th, Seamus in 11th, and then Thomas, make a note of this, guys and girls, in the 12th place, last place, and this far back is unbelievable from Thomas, considering what he's been like in this championship so far. But race 2 then, that's that. Race 3 will be coming up shortly. Catch you again then. Hope you enjoyed that, and I'll see you then.